Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of What Sold, where share with you all of the items that sold at the Angel and Pink Camo auction, which was Saturday at 10 a.m. Let me give a little disclaimer to anybody who might be concerned about my what sold, that the auction was public, everybody bid publicly, so everybody that goes back to watch the auction video, they too can see the items, they can see who bid, they can see what the bid price is, so I'm not giving away anything that was anonymous. This was all public, and all of this information can go back and be seen, and if you have the time to sit through a 5-hour auction, that I highly suggest you go to my friend Angel's channel and you watch the whole auction. But if you don't have time, then I do have the Cliff Notes version available for you if you just want to see what sold, who bought it, and what they paid. Also, I want to share with you the reason I make these videos. Somebody said to me recently, Belle, you're doing this all backwards. The sold videos are supposed to be a brag video about how cheap somebody bought something and how much they sold it for on eBay or Posh Mark or any of the other selling platforms. You're doing this all wrong. And if that were my goal to just brag, then absolutely, I'm doing it all wrong. And I couldn't do that anyway because I didn't buy any of these things. I am not a reseller because I don't buy anything. I am only a seller, and I'm only selling things I already have. So there is no how much I paid for it and then how much I sell it for, because I'm just selling. So that too is a difference. And the third difference is the resellers who are having these brag videos about how much they sold things for. It's because they're excited that they sold it for a lot. You'll notice in this video, I did not sell anything for a lot. And that's what I'm bragging about. And that may seem backwards to a lot of you, but I am so happy to give people great deals, and Angel is too. So we are bragging about the low prices. So when people watch this and they say, wow, what a low price, that sold for too little, I wish I had gotten that price. This is an impetus to come to the Angel and Pink Camo so that you can be the one scooping up these low, beyond market deals. Because these deals are so low, you won't feel the pain in your pocketbook. Or if you're a reseller, you can resell them and make profit. And maybe my item will one day be shown in one of your What Sold videos, because you could buy it low from me and flip it and sell it high to somebody else on one of these online marketplaces. So my video is a celebration of how low the prices are at this particular auction. So without further ado, laissez bon temps rouler, let the good times roll, and we will let it roll with what sold at the auction this week. The first item that sold was one of the early bird specials. Early bird specials are $1 buy it nows. And they're at the very beginning of the show for the people who show up early or show up on time. They go by super quickly. And there's no bidding, just buying. So for the low $1 price point, this cute door cover that says Happy Halloween with this cute jack-o'-lantern was sold. And this sold to Tisme Laurie. Congratulations, Laurie. The next item that sold were these beautiful, glistening, beaded garlands. They're in an ice blue or a baby blue. They were also a $1 buy it now early bird special, and it was bought by Karen, and she bought a quantity of 3. I still have some of these available. The next item that sold was this beautiful arrangement with these white pumpkins and a glass vase, cute little striped ribbon, some faux eucalyptus, This will be a lovely arrangement from year to year, and you even see these miniature pine cones poking out through the bottom of the glass. Imagine how gorgeous this will be at Miss Karen's house. And that arrangement was only at the $5 price point. Next, Miss Karen also bought these two lovely creatures. We have this beautiful bear, almost looks like he's praying, but dressed in a Santa costume, and this lovely snowman mug. Wonder if these might be Christmas presents she's given out, or maybe she's just treating herself. This red truck motif has become so interesting and beloved in the last few years, and this set of two mugs was bought by Miss Josie for the bargain price of $5. Yet again, adult coloring books have been super popular. Both of these were bought by Miss Lisa D, and it was one of those cases where I ran out of the Christmas cats. I had two more of the Harvest Home, and one was bought by Miss Karen, and the other was bought by Miss Joni. All sold out, but we'll have other varieties of adult coloring books at the next auction. I offered these beautiful pop-up cards, and as beautiful as they have secret hidden pop-ups inside. These four were bought by Josie, and a duplicate of the cat one was bought by Joni. Look at this country chic laundry sign. What a great way to decorate the laundry in your home. This was bought by Crochet Queen Kathy. These two super thick, plush, and comfy towel sets were bought by Miss Lisa D. The aqua is a 5-piece set, and the gray is a 4-piece set. They sold for the bargain price of just $5 a set. Look how adorable these stuffed animals are. Miss Cheryl H. bid $3 on this tall pumpkin one, and then because we're getting close to the end of the season, I made her a deal on the other two and offered to throw them in for $5 total, and she took me up on that offer. I'm always open to a good clearance deal, especially when a holiday's getting close. So don't be afraid to make me an offer or let me make you an offer. Maybe it'll be an offer you can't refuse. I had yarn for sale, and Miss Crochet Queen Kathy picked out some yarn in each of the colors that I had available. So she bought each of these for just $3 each. Can't wait to see what the Crochet Queen makes with these beautiful colors. Maybe it'll even be something for the Christmas season. I decided to offer some baggies, and these baggies started at $1, and they just happened to stay at that $1 price point. All 5 of these different sizes, styles, quantities of bags were bought by Miss Lisa D. Maybe I should make these one of my $1 buy it nows next time. We'll have to see. But if you're looking for baggies in different sizes and styles, make sure you come back to the auction next week. Look at these beautiful Christmas hand towels for the kitchen. There are 3 different varieties. All of these were bought by Crochet Queen Kathy. Can't wait to see what Miss Kathy makes these into. Having seen her last auction, everything was handmade with excellent artistry. Life magazine has become so collectible these days, and they put out these special issues. And right now, the issues are all about haunted places and secret societies. I had 4 different types, and these 2, haunted places and secret societies, were bought by Miss Lisa D. I sure hope these don't give her nightmares. These sold for the bargain price of $4, even though the cover price is $15.99. I also sold this ultimate guide of Pokemon. 25 years special collector's edition, also for the bargain price of $4. This sold to a brand new buyer at the auction, Purple Winks. At the Angel and Pink Camo, we not only have decorative stuff, fun activities, and crafts, but we have regular everyday items too. So after the baggies, I sold this aluminum foil for the bargain price of $2. I also sold some trash bags, both the small trash bags and the large trash bags. And this bargain was picked up by Lisa D for the bargain price of just $2. I added a new element to my part of the auction, and I decided to have a fun scratch and dent sale at the very end. After all, we begin the beginning with the early bird specials. I felt like the end needed something, and I started finding that I had a bunch of scratch and dent stuff, and I didn't want to sell it for full price, and I didn't want to throw it out. So let me show you some of the scratch and dent stuff that sold for next to nothing. But at least it sold, it has a home, and I got a few pennies out of it. So this beautiful sign, if you look at the bottom of the Y, you'll see right here, there's a tiny little crack. And on this joy, if you look at the word joy, the paint is coming off. So these two I sold for the bargain price of $1 just to get it sold. And it sold to Miss Karen. So hopefully Miss Karen will be able to fix those two teeny tiny little problems and will enjoy the bargain she got. Miss Karen also picked up this project. This LED floral arrangement was originally $22 at the Big Lots. But alas, if you look at the glass, it's broken. I tried and tried and tried to get this glass out myself. Couldn't do it. I can get glass off of broken candles real easily because the trick is you just put it in the freezer overnight. This is not something you could put in the freezer, and I'm not sure how the glass is attached. I just couldn't do it. So I decided that I would offer this up just to see if anybody wanted it. Miss Karen said, I'll give you $1 for it. So now the glass is her problem, or maybe the problem of her dear husband. So hopefully she will get it out. If not, she could just, smash it down where nobody could see it. She might just could use the wreath part of it. Even if she just harvests the LED candle, still be worth the buck. The last item of the scratch and dent sale was this beautiful galvanized metal reindeer. It was originally $20 at the Big Lots, but it came apart from its stand. It doesn't have any kind of a hanger in the back, so I don't know how you could use it unless you somehow had some super ability to glue it, or you had the ability to somehow add a hanger in the back, but you'd have to be so careful that if you nailed something in, that it didn't go all the way and pierce through. Boy, it makes me nervous just thinking about how to fix it. But it's not my problem because this sold, the bidding escalated to $3 whole by Tisme Laurie. So now Laurie can figure out how to use it, and I am so glad that this is going to somebody and not going to be wasted in a landfill. And so this concludes the What Sold video for this week. I hope to see all of you next week so you can get these great bargains. The bargains of the auction, the bargains of the early bird specials, and the bargains of the scratch and dent at the end. So even if you can't stay for the full 5 hours, it's a great auction to come and go. Start at the beginning, come back at the end, check back in the middle. And if there's anything that you saw here that you want a duplicate of, there are no duplicates, of course, of the scratch and dent items, but there are some things in the middle section, and you can go back and watch the auction and you can see the passes. All bargain items. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which were your favorite items and which were the things you're just kicking yourself that you missed out on? Because that'll tell me what things that I should bring something similar to the auction blog next week. But for now, laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your mind, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, and roll in your life. Roll on and on and on.